G'day, I'm Rebecca from CQ Sewing and Patchwork in Rockhampton, Australia. We're up to Free Block Frenzy number 2, so welcome to all of those who have jumped on board. We now have over 60 members who are doing our Free Block Frenzy both online and in store. Okay, let's get started. Again, all our strips are 6.5 inches wide. So we just double check our fabric in our packs and make sure we've trimmed all our fabrics to 6.5 inches. Again, I straighten up the edge of a fabric, so I'm looking at one of the lines on my ruler and I put it along the edge of the fabric and just trim off the edge so we've got a nice straight edge to work from. So we're going to cut piece A. We turn our fabric around and using our lazy angle ruler we're going to position it on the fabric, matching up the 6.5 inch line on the ruler with the edge of our straight edge of fabric. And then we go ahead and cut piece A. So now we turn the ruler around 180 degrees, matching up the shape, and we cut another piece A. Continue to do this along your strip until you've got 4 piece A of white fabric. So now we're using our orange fabric. Again, it's already cut at 6.5 inches and we have a nice straight edge. Position the black line on the ruler to cut your first triangle. And then we're going to flip the ruler over so the wrong side of the ruler is facing towards you and you cut your second triangle. Continue this process along your fabric until you have 4 triangles cut. The 1/4 inch seam allowance is allowed on the ruler, so the black line is the straight edge where you cut and the white line is your 1/4 inch seam. You'll see it's a dashed line on the ruler. So now we move on to our black fabric. Again, it's cut 6.5 and we've got a straight edge to work from. So we need 4 triangles in black as well. You can see the dots on the ruler, they're grippy dots that help stop the ruler from slipping when it's on your fabric. I do prefer the Creative Grid rulers for that reason. I love the fact that they've got those grips on the back of them. So now we're up to cutting our yellow fabric. So what we need to do here is we need to turn the fabric over so the wrong side of the fabric is facing up. We're again cutting 4 triangles. We must turn the fabric over so we've got a mirror image triangle to the other ones we've cut. The Creative Grids rulers also give you some block ideas on the rulers themselves. So we have a total of 4 yellow triangles. So now we have all our pieces cut. We're going to start with the white piece A and the orange piece B. So we're using a scant 1/4 inch seam. And make sure the tip of the orange triangle is hanging over at the top and you can see the white corner at the bottom. So stitch the first piece on. Remember, we're using a scant 1/4 inch, so it's a little bit smaller than a 1/4 inch seam allowance. You can move your needle position over if you like. Just don't push the fabric hard up against that guide on the foot. And press the fabric towards the orange fabric. Turn the block over, and now we're going to use our ruler again to cut, line it up with the 6.5 inch line on the ruler with the edge of your block. We have got the wrong side of the fabric facing up. So now we're going to piece the yellow triangle on. Give the block a good press. Check your seam allowance isn't too big. Now we're going to use our ruler again, and we're going to line up the 6.5 inch line on the ruler with the edge of our block, and we're going to cut the shape. You'll notice we end up with a small yellow triangle. Piece on the black triangle, and your block is almost done. There's a 1/4 of our block, so we make 4 of those, and then sew the 4 corners together. Piece the 2 at the bottom, the 2 at the top, and then the 2 pieces together. And there we are, Free Block Frenzy number 2. We'll see you all again in 4 weeks' time.